heard this strange engine sound, and I knew it wasn't a plane, and it wasn't a big plane because they're way up there, and it wasn't those little tiny planes because usually they don't fly at night around here. And anyway, I know what those sound like, and it wasn't a helicopter because I know what a police helicopter from California sounds like. They don't have police helicopters out here. They have helicopters for fires, whatever. And they have a basket, you know, they dip it. God. They dip into the water and help the fighters fight the fires. Oh boy. And so anyway, I know what the engines of all of these vehicles in the sky sound like. And then one night something flew over and it wasn't any of those. So, sounds to me like it could be a drone. I don't think it was a UFO. UFOs don't even make sound, so they're quiet as a mouse. So, and it wasn't any other kind of jet either, or any other kind of military vehicle. But I'm assuming that it probably was a drone. I don't like drones. They suck. If I ever see one, yeah, I'm gonna ask somebody to shoot it out of the sky. Shoot it! We shouldn't have to put up with this garbage. You know, really? Do you think we should put up with this garbage? I don't think we should put up with this garbage. Why are people going along with it? You know, that's what I want to know. Was there a reason you're going along with this stuff? I don't know. It's probably because they're on too much GMO Monsanto crap, you know. And they don't realize what's going on because they're like all poisoned to death, and you know it's getting to their brain, and they're like, you know. So they really don't know what's going on because they're just like flip-flopping in the air and the breeze in their brain, you know. Their brain is full of air, walking around like airheads. Nothing's in there. Oh, why? Put the screws in their forehead, I swear, and walk around like a bunch of Frankensteins, don't know what the heck they're doing from one minute to the next. But that, hey, I'm not talking about anybody I know. Sure. Okay. Whatever. Anyway. Oh, a mosquito on a dog's nose. Ooh, that looks nice. Oh, heart guard. Okay. Anyway, I'm just reading along here and talking at the same time. Yeah, guys can't do that. They said that. They said that they can't do two things at once. They've admitted it to me. Seriously. They said, no, I can't do two things at once. That's why they got to pull over and talk on their cell phone, because they can't talk and drive. Well, I'm going to get a lot of callers now after that. Yeah. Maybe I will. You know, maybe that's what it takes, is to be a smart ass, and then they'll call me. Oh my gosh. I'm crazy. Yep, that's why I call myself Crazy Renee. There's a reason. Oh, goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, Benefil. Yeah, Benefil's like a bunch of garbage, and they make it look like it's the best food you can ever feed your dog. Yeah, baloney. Go over there and get Blue Buffalo, or, oh, I don't know, there's a whole bunch of different types of food. Like at PetSmart, it's got real food in it. I mean, it doesn't have any fillers or junk or cornmeal or any of that junk in it. It's got real food in it. And your dog will be bouncing off the walls just like me after a while. Well, my dogs might live till they're 25. I mean, they're so damn healthy. It's ridiculous. So, they're getting all their vitamins and everything they need and that stuff. Yeah, it's expensive, but I love my dog, you know. I mean, some people, they're just like, it's just a dog. My dogs are my babies, and my cats are my babies, too. And even the wild animals outside are my babies, because I love them all. I love animals. You know why I love animals so much? They don't talk back. They don't start fights. They don't even talk when they talk to you. You don't even know what they're talking about anyway. So hey, you can't have a fight when you don't know. I mean, they sit there and give you those funny eyes, like my dog's giving me right now. He's listening to everything I'm saying. He's watching me. He's like, Mom, why are you talking to that box over there and not to me? Sorry. Come here. Give me a kiss. Come here. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Oh, look. He doesn't want to give me a kiss now. Yep. He's feeling lonely and insecure. I understand. Don't worry. I'll give you some attention after the show, okay? I'll even give you a great big bone, okay, to chew on. Yeah. Oh, those are good. I'll give you a great big bone and some attention. Yeah. Here's some toys to play with. Where'd they go? What'd you do? Eat them? Oh, there's one down there. There's a toy down there. Don't you want your toy? Huh? Oh, okay. The other dog's sleeping. She's like all cool with it. Good girl, Crystal. Good girl. Okay. And you, Maya Papaya. That's my other dog's name. Maya Papaya. It's a guy. Well, I was going to call him Maya. It just sounded too female for a boy dog. And I was like kind of talking about like Maya, like the Maya Indians, because it was around, when I got him, it was around that time when, the Maya thing was supposed to come true and blah, 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 all that stuff. So I just called him Maya. And then, like Mayan Indians, but I just call him Maya for short. And then I decided to call him Papaya because that sounded more like a boy, kind of. I don't know, it just sounded better. Maya Papaya. So he just looks at me like, Mom, why'd you name me that? You are kooky. Yeah, I know. What can I say? I'm cuckoo. Yeah, I was telling my friends today about that one show I did a couple shows ago, I think it was, where I was talking about the old ladies in the old folks home, and them having diarrhea. And it's like, I said, yeah, I can talk about anything. It don't matter, Some people, they can't talk about something. They get an illness and they don't want to tell anybody about it because, I don't know why, because everybody gets sick. And it's like, I get sick. I talk about everything I got. And I even talk about people in old folks home with diarrhea. I don't care. What's the big deal? It's so what? It's like everybody's going to get something. That's how you leave this world in the first place. You get something, usually. If you don't get something, then you get hit by a bus. I don't know. But you get something, You really can't leave this world unless you have something. So why not talk about it? And that's what old people do anyway. You ever see a bunch of old people in old folks' homes? All they do all day long is sit there and talk about each other's diseases. Look, I got this. Well, I got that. Well, that's all they do. They talk about stuff like that all day long. That's kind of a normal thing to do. So for me, I just, say everything the way it is. And some people might not like that. Some people laugh at it, think it's funny, so I don't know, whatever. Long time ago, somebody told me to say, why do you care what people think? Because I always worried about what people think, about this and that. And they said, why do you care about what people think? And I said, what do you mean, why do I care? They said, because you'll never see that person, probably never again, ever, so why are you worried about what people think? And I said, like say your stockings didn't look right or something. It's like you'll never see that person again. They're kind of right. Usually you don't see the person twice if you're out in public, right? So who cares? And that reminds me, one time I went on this date. Oh my gosh. You'll never believe this story. This guy was insane, okay? He's insane. Totally. He's way insane. I went on this date, and I knew the guy from work, and this was a long time ago. And we went on this date. This is our first date, okay? He took me out to a nice steak restaurant. And I dressed up, and I was wearing more like a black and white outfit. So I wore let's see, I think I wore a white shirt, a black skirt, white stockings, and black shoes. So I was just kind of, this is like in the 80s, and everybody was wearing kind of like black and white stuff, like zebra stuff, and they were wearing stripes, and, everything was all colored, and matching like that, And anyway, I went there, and I was in his car, and before we went to the restaurant, this guy says, by the way, I don't want you going in the restaurant with those white stockings. And I went, what? And he goes, no, I don't like them. They look kind of like nurse stockings. I don't like them. Don't go in the restaurant with those stockings. I said, you want me to take these off to go into the restaurant? And he's like, yeah. And I looked at him, I thought to myself, well, I can either tell him, no, I'm not going to do it, and then we just wouldn't go to the restaurant. Or I could go to the restaurant, order everything on that damn menu, and make him a huge bill, and drink a whole bunch of mixed drinks, and then the next day break up with him. So that's what I did, to rub it in his face, because he told me to take my stockings off, and he had no business at all telling me anything, because this is our first date, okay? He had no business to tell me what to wear, how to wear it, or to take it off, by that matter. So, because he did that, I thought, well, that little brat, you know, even though he was close to my age anyway, he was still, you know, just kind of reminded me of a brat, right? So, I did. I went to a restaurant, ordered a nice big fat steak, and a baked potato, and the works, right? And then I ordered a whole bunch of mixed drinks, and I just got plastered. Well, I had about 4 or 5 drinks, right? And they weren't cheap drinks, okay? Probably like $5 a drink. I don't know. I don't remember, but it was something like that. And I just burned him bad. And then the next time he wanted to go on a second date, and I said, hell no. And then he sent me like flowers and candy, and I was like, oh, come on. Are you serious? You're sending me flowers and candy, and we only went on one date? And oh my gosh, I was thinking, yeah, right, I would never date you again. Not how you treated me. You don't do that on our first date. I hope he learned a lesson, though, from that one. I really do. I hope he learned a lesson, because I don't know who taught this guy how to go on dates, but boy, he had it all backwards. You know? You don't go around telling girls what to wear on their first date. Hello? What a bunch of dorks, I swear. You know, some people just need to, you know, go to school to learn how to date, you know. You know what I mean? But, you know, I'm not mean like that. I don't usually burn people like that, but that just, it made me so angry. I can't even tell you how angry I was just sitting in the car, taking my stockings off. I even told him to turn his head because it was embarrassing. Luckily for me, I had underwear on underneath those stockings, so I wasn't like going in there nude or anything. But, you know, still, it was just, I didn't like it. I didn't like somebody telling me what to do on my first date. It really just burned me up. So that's what he got. Anyway, that's my date story. I mean, I had a lot of good dates after that, you know. I had boyfriends, you know, that I didn't burn because they didn't burn me, okay? They were nice to me. But, you know, it's that kind of stuff. That's wacky, you know. Then another time I come home from work, right? And here's my boyfriend. He's sitting outside in a chair. And there's some girl that I don't even know, that didn't even belong in our little group of friends. And she's up there on top of some camper. And she's up there sunbathing half nude, okay? I'm like, what? You know, who the hell is she? And there's my boyfriend sitting there practically looking at her. And I'm like, okay, now wait a minute. Something's really wrong with this picture. You know? So I start yelling at her, get the hell out there and put some clothes on, you know? You know, before I call the police on you. I was really mad, you know? And everybody's like, all my friends are like going, why are you yelling at her like that? And I go, because she's a slut. You tell the slut to get off the camper and go home and do it in her own backyard, you know? Don't do it in my front yard, basically. It was like a camper by the front yard. And she was doing it, and I mean, oh my God. What do people thinking? I mean, what are they thinking? Are they thinking at all? I mean, is there any brain in their head at all? Hello? It must be empty because, you know, I mean, I was like 25 years old. You know, I mean, I had some brains. You know, even though I'm blind, I mean, I still knew what was going on. You know, come on, you can tell me that nothing was going on there. Something was going on there. I don't know what, but I didn't want to know. So, you know, just life is strange and ridiculous sometimes. So anyway, there's nobody here to talk to me, so this is when I talk to myself and I get